Hey guys, welcome back to Keto Country Homestead. Today I'm doing a collaboration with Little Feet Farm Homestead. And it is, what are you doing now that is going to benefit you in 2020? So one of the main things that we did right now, or we're doing right now, is we have a pig. She is preparing our gardens for spring of 2020. And that's really important to us. We really needed something to break down the wood chips in our garden. And the rabbit poop just wasn't doing it as fast as I would like to. It did do a lot of good this year in the garden, but I really wanted to ramp it up for 2020. So right now I'm moving the pig into the pepper garden, which is a really small garden. It's going to be bigger next year, but for now I'm going to put her in there and get her to fertilize the soil and tear it up. This year I had ground cover on top of it and then some mulch, and it wasn't fresh mulch, it was bags of mulch, and it did really good for the peppers, even though they came up super late, but they came up really well and they produced a whole lot. So I took out all the peppers the other day and now we're putting the pig back in there because she got out a couple times. So I'm putting her back in there. I've secured it better and I'm gonna get her out right now. She's in the little barn and she's being fed. She's been being fed well, and now I'm gonna take her out and put her in the little pepper garden, and she's gonna love having the fresh earth to dig up, and the scraps will be easier to get to her and it'll be great. So let's get this done. So I just opened the door a little bit and I have the crate right here because I'm not about to try to pick her up. She's very heavy and it's just way too hard to try to handle her now. She's really big and heavy and strong, but she's a good pig. She loves to be petted. She's a good girl. We just gotta get her in this little crate right here and move her into the pepper garden. Come on, Pumpkin. All right, the pig is in the garden now, so she can start breaking down my soil, digging it up, tilling it for me. I don't have a tiller, so she's my tiller. $50 for a pig instead of, like, stop it, 200 or so for a tiller. I'm happy with that purchase. All right, go ahead, Lily. She wanted to show everyone how strong she is. Good job. Thank you, Lily. Good job. Pumpkin eating a pumpkin. How ironic. She loves pumpkins. And we had 9 pumpkins. Also, another thing I'm doing is breeding rabbits that will benefit me in 2020. Definitely not this year because they won't be grown out, but yeah, they are meat rabbits, and he has not been very successful at his job. He got this one pregnant the other day, I hope, but other than that, they're just not interested in him. He might not be old enough, but we're trying. And also, This stuff is serious gold. And I am collecting every bit of it for our garden. Also, another thing we're doing that's going to benefit us in 2020 is making a new garden bed over here. I actually have to take out these two little trees, and we have blueberry bushes right there. I don't know if you can see them. Where the tomato cages are, there's blueberry bushes. There's 4 of them. And then these tarps are where a new garden bed is going to be. It's just killing the grass, and then I'm going to start mulching it soon. Probably put the pig in here if I can get her in a tractor. This electric fencing that is movable. Right now it's around the garden because I thought I could contain the pig, but I couldn't. On this fence, we have about 4.5 acres, maybe a little bit more. But all the way up to that tree line is about half of our property. So I'm gonna start putting the sheep out on these hills within the next week or so. We have these 2 sheep right here, and they're gonna move beyond this gate that we put up last year or this year in the beginning, and we're gonna put them back in those fields back there. So that's why I got that electric fencing. And I have been looking forward to getting that fencing for a really long time, and getting the sheep in the back hills to clear it for one, so we don't have to pay to have someone bush hog it, and to give them free food, and just to get them out beyond our yard and start using that land also. And then in the spring, I'm hoping that this pen, which is where all the animals are right now, I'm hoping that that's going to start being a garden area, which has been our plan for a long time. We just put animals in there because it was already partially fenced off, and it was used for animals in the past. So we're going to hopefully we're going to get the pig in there and get her started to get it ready. Anyway, I'm excited about having the sheep in the back hills and clearing it for me, and just having free food and good food, because it's really tall grass. Parasites don't stay on taller grass like that as easily, so it's the short grass that they live on and breed on and all that stuff. Ugh. So yeah, this is very interesting. They're stabbing.
What? Jonathan! Jonathan, let's have. It's a plunger. Oh no.
So they're stabbing the leaves onto the arrows. That's funny. So what are you guys doing with these leaves? What are we going to do with them?
We're going to put them in compost. Yeah. We're going to put them in compost.
We're going to make compost with them?
Watch this. I don't like them too.
Do you guys think that the compost is going to benefit us this year or next year in the spring?
Oh, you have to flip it up. Flip it up like this. I'm not sure. This year. Because it's fall. And all the leaves fall down, and then you can put them in your compost.
Yeah, but are the leaves going to break down immediately and let us have a fall garden? Or do you think it's going to break down before spring?
Break down before spring.
So it's going to benefit us in 2020?
Well, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Also, one big thing that I'm doing this year into the next year is I'm doing a lot of studying. I'm studying on herbs, I'm studying on essential oils, and I'm also working on herbs and all that stuff. I'm going to start using herbs a lot more, and that's definitely going to benefit me next year. The studying of those herbs and what to plant and what to grow and what to mix, and it's just going to be great. So these birds are not benefiting me right now. In fact, they're a big feed soak. They eat a lot of feed, but in 2020, they are going to give me a lot of eggs. Maybe they'll give me some this year, but probably in the spring they'll start laying to their full potential, and we will have a lot of eggs. ideally I would be hatching eggs right about now and getting chicks growing out through the winter in the garage so that in the spring they would start laying to their full potential and they would have a longer laying season. But it didn't work out that way this year. We were blessed by one of our subscribers sending us chicks after we had multiple failed attempts of growing chicks out. And so these ones are just about to start laying anytime really, but they'll probably stop laying throughout the winter. Maybe, we'll see. But most of their potential will be laying in 2020 and 2021. So we also have these 3 ducks, and they will benefit us in 2020 with eggs and hopefully babies. I think I have 2 females and 1 male, but I'm not sure. I'm also about to get eggs from a friend and hatch those out and have more ducks. We really like duck eggs here, and we usually mix them about 5 chicken eggs to 1 duck egg, and it's really delicious. And yeah. So I'm about to hatch eggs from a friend. I just have to go pick them up and then put them in the incubator. But we love ducks a lot. There are countless things you can do in the fall and the winter to get ready for the new year and a new growing season. It's been a little tough lately with it getting dark so soon. I think it's common for people to get depressed in the winter, especially farmers, because their seasons are dependent on that sun and a lot of sun. But don't get discouraged, keep on going, and tell me what you're doing now that can benefit you in 2020. Don't forget to check out Little Feet Farm Homestead and give them a shout, tell them I sent you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.